everybody. Welcome to Bulletproof Underwear, episode number 51. Wah! 51. Yahoo! One episode away from a year.
From a whole year. Think how many times I was in the hospital in a whole year. 15,
it's like counting rings on the tree, man.
Fuck yeah, 15, 20 times. Yay!
There you go. I am your co-host, Yam Juice.
And I am your other co-host, Flex.
And we are here together, just the two of us, shooting the shit, because the shit needs to be shot.
That's right. We're gonna pull some topics off the Sub 1 forums and beat the hell out of them. So be ready.
Okay, I'm ready to beat it.
Bring up the forum and let's talk some forum.
Okay, I'm gonna, since I'm recording this, it'll mess up my window here. But you go ahead and yank the forum down.
Okay, I'll bring it up.
All right, so this is sub1gaming.com, folks.
We're gonna talk about topics from all of our friends have posted.
I'm gonna relight my cigarette. It's not burning properly.
All right, you relight that. I'll take care of this. All right, okay. Here we go. Should I go to what's new, today's posts, or new posts?
Oh, I don't know. Just surprise us, baby.
Okay. All right, here's a good one. The Last of Us.
The Last of Us. Ooh.
The video game The Last of Us. Okay.
Oh my God.
Now, we haven't discussed this on the show yet, nor have we reviewed it, but I have had a chance to play. I was wrong. I checked my stats. I played approximately 3 hours.
3 hours. Okay, so you're just getting warmed up.
Yeah, I played 3 hours of total, and it doesn't count when you if you stop to go get a soda or anything like that,
Right. So did you get through the first opening introduction scene yet?
I will say it is tremendous. You will be blown away in the first 5 minutes of the game, I guarantee.
Okay, so that game is the one that has that girl Juno from Ellen Page or whatever. Is that right?
I think so. Yeah.
She's the girl.
Yeah, and it's the graphics are just awesome. The story is very engrossing and addictive. I'm not going to give any details about it whatsoever because it's too good of a game to be giving up, spoilers on it. But I will say the graphics are like outstanding.
Wow.
It takes. So I'll just tell you what I told everybody else too. I give it a 9 out of 10, and the only reason I give it a 9 is because the load times are kind of long.
Okay. Well, that makes sense. If it looks that good, it would probably stand to reason that it takes a little bit of time.
The initial load takes about 3 to 4 minutes.
Yeah. So this is a game that's exclusive to PlayStation 3 at this point.
Yep.
Okay. It's not on PC or Xbox or probably not on the Wii U at all.
No, it's not going to be either, I don't think.
Okay. Well, I have heard so much about this game. Reviewers are shitting all over themselves trying to come up with new ways to describe how good this game is.
They're using thesauruses. It's gotten that bad. That's how bad they want some more new terms for this game. And I saw a tweet. I don't know who, because I follow like 600 people now. But I saw a tweet that they're going to have and I don't want to give the story away, but this is what it said in the tweet, that they're going to have a second one on the next-gen console.
Well, so good.
Apparently
good.
someone from the current game makes it through alive. I don't know who, but...
All right. So I've seen a little bit of gameplay on YouTube. I couldn't resist checking it out.
A little
bit. It's kind of I don't want to get any spoilers. There's already some people who finished the game.
I know. If you go through and get every detail and hit every item, it's like 20-hour game.
Yeah.
For the campaign. I haven't tried that. I'm gonna hook up with Toby tonight. I'm gonna try to hook up with Toby tonight to play multiplayer.
Okay, so there is a multiplayer in this game?
There is a multiplayer in the game.
Okay, so is it the usual kind of just shoot each other teams?
No, you work as
individuals?
I think you work as 2-person co-op teams or 3 or 4-person co-op teams, and you go and scavenge for stuff, and as you're scavenging, it's like you come across someone that gets in your way, you waste them and take their stuff, and so I think that's the way it goes. I don't know. I haven't played it yet, so. But
well, that sounds like that would be pretty awesome. The other game that had been getting tons and tons of high praise and accolades, and people are talking about it's the best game for a long time, was BioShock Infinite a few weeks back, or maybe a month or two back.
Yeah, it's got some pretty awesome graphics in that game too, and the gameplay is pretty smooth. I mean, the controls seem to work pretty fluidly in that one too. You know, you like fly around the city on a hook on these rails and stuff. It's really cool.
And they've set up a really unusual world.
Yeah, it's all on clouds and balloons and stuff. It's floating. It's an aerial world.
Right. It's got this kind of a facade of like perfection, right?
Yeah.
It's like this perfect city.
Supposedly, yeah.
But you know, go behind the scenes and there's like unpleasant shit and ugly shit.
Yeah, there is.
So
I haven't finished that one either.
So Flex has played both. I have played neither. I bought BioShock, but I haven't had time to get into it. I'm going to be going on vacation this week. Just a little bit after this podcast, we're leaving.
Vacation, yes.
Yeah, and you know what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring my Xbox, and I'm going to bring BioShock, and I'm going to play it, even though there's not going to be any connection. I'm still going to be able to play it.
You can do that with the Xbox 360.
I can do that with the Xbox 360. Or I can do it with the PlayStation 3 or any console that has ever been made. I could do that. Except one. And it's not even out yet. And see, I've done this before. I've done this before. I've gone someplace where there was not going to be an internet connection, but I brought my console just so I
could play a solo game.
I took a Wii one time several years ago, and I really had fun with Mario Kart. And I took my Xbox and I played some World at War at the campaign, and some zombies. And I did not have any internet connection, yet I was still able to enjoy games that I owned.
Absolutely. That's what I did in the hospital. When I was in the hospital and I had my Xbox in there, I played the campaigns.
Yeah, that's right. Because you know why? Because you owned those games.
Yeah.
You didn't license them or lease them or...
Well... Actually, if you read the fine print of the back of your disc box, it is licensed to you, and they can. Right now, they could suspend your account and keep you from playing your games via not giving you updates. But that wouldn't mean you couldn't play the game. It just means you wouldn't be able to play it on Xbox Live.
Right. What you own, you own. It's
right.
Like if you wanted to play that game, you can play that game. No one's going to make you...
Absolutely.
No one's going to kick you off of it. No one's going to prevent you from getting on it. It's like... Remember back in the olden days when you would buy a video game and it would actually work? It didn't require an update. It's like, you get a AAA title nowadays, and they've only been working on it for 2 years.
And it needs an update the first
and
day.
It's like the very first thing that happens when you load it in there is like, there's a 15-minute update. It's like, there was once a time when games actually just worked. They didn't require that. It wasn't like a test beta.
Yeah, they came out of the box working.
Yeah,
that funny but true.
Well, now that they're all connected to the internet, they don't figure that they have to finish the game. It's like, well, we'll just stick it out there. I mean, we know it has a shit pile of glitches and there's some really annoying shit, but it's like, whatever. We have a schedule, man. We have a release date.
Throw it out there and let them beta test it for us.
Amazon has already taken orders, for God's sakes.
Amazon's already sold out of orders, for God's sakes. They won't.
That's right.
They won't guarantee launch day with systems anymmer.
Well, they'll guarantee Xbox One. I went on and
oh
I
yeah,
looked
Xbox One they will, but they won't PS4.
Yeah, the day one orders for PlayStation 4 are gone, but for Xbox One they are still available.
PS4s are gone at GameStop, and so are the extra controllers, and this is crazy.
Well, I can't possibly imagine that there actually will be a shortage of these things. I mean, really, do you think if you wait, it's like, let's say you don't pre-order anything, you don't pre-order jack shit,
and you just wait,
and you just like you go to GameStop, or you go to Target, or you go to Toys R Us, or wherever the hell you go.
You could probably go to Toys R Us and get one.
I mean, you think that they're gonna like, oh, I'm sorry, but we don't have any Xbox Ones, or we don't have any PlayStation 4s. We expect to get some next week.
The big box stores will have shitloads of them. Like GameStop can only handle like 50. You know, I don't know how big your GameStops are, but ours aren't very big.
Well, you know, it's not like a $60 game that everybody's must have. This is going to be a $400 or $500 cash outlay.
Investment.
I mean, you know, it's not like every single person and their dog has got an extra 4 bills or 5 bills, like just like on hand. It's like,
yeah.
So I'm thinking that there's not really going to be a shortage. I think you're going to be able to get either of these systems the first day. I don't know. But that's not what happened with the Wii. The original Wii, when it came out, you couldn't get them for shit for months and months and months and months. They were hard to get.
Yeah.
It's like you had to have a connection to get hooked up with one of those things.
You had to know somebody at Walmart so you could get in there while they still had some and claim one.
I happen to know that our own Pony made a little extra cash on the side. Acquiring and reselling Wiis.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he did.
Worked a little system, did he?
Yeah, he did. You know,
that silly dog.
We actually bought Wii Fit for above the listed price on Craigslist.
Did you really?
Back in the day, you know, because Ann really wanted it, and it had that stupid little board to stand on, and it was like the hottest thing going, and of course, you know, they were hard to come by. So we actually bought one, you know, over list price.
Yeah, when we bought our actual Wii, we got like a bundle, and we paid like $40 over list price for the actual bundle by the time we got done with it. But
are we going anywhere today?
We got a bunch of games and stuff, and I don't know. It was all right.
Of course, this is the obligatory moment when Ann
I gotta
gets in. Hey, Ann, we're actually, because we're going to be gone, I'm going to do we're doing Bulletproof Underwear. So, pipe down, please, please, I'm begging you. Internet's help me.
We're almost done. We only got to go another hour.
That's it. So pick another forum topic.
Let me look.
We'll see what the wheel is spinning round and round she goes. Let's see where it lands. What we find out.
Let's see here. Here's a good one. 64 player servers equals 27 blueberries. And
what does that mean?
What that means is just thinking how 64 player servers are going to change our strategy. For us to influence the outcome of the game, we are going to have to work together. I am not saying that we don't work together now, but we are going to have to work together even harder, and we'll have to stick together and focus on one flag at a time. I am possibly one of the biggest offenders of the lone wolfing, and I'm going to try to be better at this. But 64 players plus 4 flags equals basically a team deathmatch at every flag. That's true. That's
true. You know, I'm not sure how you're going to handle, like, how many players are you talking about?
64.
64 players in a match?
On a match. And the question is, if any of you have played on the PC, does it change gameplay? Well, I'm sure it changes gameplay. I'm sure.
Well, I'm sure.
I'm sure it influences how you play.
Yeah. Well, one of my biggest issues that I would have against Battlefield on the Xbox is that it's not as fast-paced action as I might want. But that's only...
Well, the maps are a lot more spread out, so you spend a lot of time running or driving a tank or driving a vehicle, it seems, to get somewhere.
Yeah, so that's like 16 players in a match, right? There's two squads of 4 on each team.
That would heat things up. You would see plenty of people then and plenty of action then.
Yeah, so if you go from 16 people in the match to
64
people in the match,
that's 32 to us. If that was 32 to a side, well, that's 4 squads. 4 squads. So what is that? Per
I heard
squad?
the squads.
18.
Now, I don't know how that works because
squads of 18, right?
I heard that squads were going to be 5-man.
5-man squad.
That's what I heard. Now, how can you have a 5-man squads and it work up to 30 or 72 or 64 or whatever the hell it is? Wouldn't it be a number divisible by 5, whatever it is? Like,
well, yeah, it would be 75.
30, 60, 70, whatever.
Yeah, something like that.
Anyway, maybe I'm wrong about the 5-man squads. But one thing about that is it would be interesting because, like, you can like have, you know, what one team, you know, you could have like on Call of Duty or current Battlefield on the consoles, you can have, you know, everybody on your side is your friends. You're playing with your friends, and you have an absolute direct effect on the outcome of the match. Whether you win or lose, it's you and your crew against the world. But who the fuck has 32 or however many the hell, you know, people? It's like nobody's going to have that many friends on all playing one time at the same game.
No. Ain't going to happen.
The concept of the win-loss ratio is kind of going to have to be rethought because
some people really don't like that game.
It's going to be random, like whether you're on the winning side or the losing side. It's not like if you're a really good player, it's like it really is going to tend to make your team win, or if you're a really bad player, it's going to really tend to make your team lose. There's so many players that no one individual has the ability to affect the outcome that much.
Yeah.
So the win-loss would be pretty much just flip a coin.
Yeah, it would be pretty even. I mean, I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see. I played. Remember Mag?
I've heard of Mag. It has like a shit pile of people on it, right?
256 people it had at a time.
How does it handle that?
It had a huge map and huge servers.
But the graphics cards, I can't imagine that it would be able to keep up with that many people moving.
It was crazy.
Did it run smooth?
Yeah, it ran fairly smooth. It lagged quite a bit, though.
Yeah.
You know, it would get into periods where it would be real laggy. So.
I mean, already on current consoles, if there's a whole lot of smoke and a whole lot of action, you know, and a bunch of stuff blows up, all of a sudden
it starts getting herky-jerky.
It starts dicking with the graphics card's ability to keep up with all that stuff happening.
Yeah. Did I tell you I figured out why my Xbox was overheating?
Why was it overheating?
Because I had a PlayStation 3 sitting right next to it, blowing its exhaust right into the PlayStation or Xbox's intake.
What, do you have them both running at the same time?
Yeah, I did.
Have you ever heard of hitting the off button?
I do now.
He does now, folks. Yeah, that's how mine is set up. I got both consoles sitting down here right next to each other. They're stacked.
Oh.
They're stacked.
So you can't run them at the same time.
Well, I can totally run them at the same time. I don't know why I would want to, though. I mean, they're playing one game or the other.
Yeah, sometimes I got a game of baseball going on the PlayStation, and I save it, and then it's like held up on pause. And then I'm like either listening to music from the Xbox or playing Xbox.
There you go.
Flipping back and forth sometimes.
Well, one really super slick thing about the Elgato capture card is that I have both the Xbox 360 and the PlayStation 3. They both go into the Elgato. The Xbox goes in HDMI, and the Elgato's got a special 5-prong thing.
Right.
That attaches to the little dongle for the PlayStation. So they both go in at the same thing, the Xbox or the Elgato, and there's one single HDMI that comes out to my monitor. And so I just switch on the Elgato which one I'm watching. No unplugging wires or no dicking around. No switches.
That's awesome.
So I don't know if you have your setup like that.
Not yet, but I'm gonna.
Yeah, if you want to record Elgato on the PlayStation, you can't use the HDMI.
No, you got to use that component thing they give you in the box.
Yeah, they give you that component thing. It looks okay. It's not bad. But yeah, ain't that Elgato the shit, man?
It's the Donkey Kong, man.
I mean, it's not too much bigger than like a pack. It's like about a pack and a half of cigarettes as far as how big it is. Little bitty thing. There's no external power source. It's just powered by the USB. And it just works like a charm. Oh, there's your cable.
Yeah,
there's your cable. There's cable. Yeah, there's your cable.
Right there.
Yeah, it's easy as fuck to stream on Twitch TV with it. Yeah, you don't even need an XSplit account. You just push a button. And
I know.
Live streams.
I know it handles the streaming rate from the.
Right from the box.
Right from the program.
Right from the box, baby. So, yeah, okay. Well, hold that up to the camera. Let's see what you got there.
Well, this is for composite for Xbox, I think. Isn't it?
Is it? I don't know.
Here's the one for this PlayStation. It's got the plug-in thing, and then the PlayStation.
Got the little proprietary thing that plugs into the back of the PlayStation. Yeah, a little square.
Now, in my case, I have to get a switch box for my HDMI because I'm out of HDMI ports on my TV.
Well, see, that's what I'm saying. You don't have to with the Elgato. Use the Elgato as the switch box.
It just detects it based on which one's turned on.
Well, you click on it. It's like you can either have it, in the software. You just click on this little software, Xbox or PlayStation. And
oh, I didn't know that. Cool.
Yeah, it's in the settings.
I'll hook it up.
And you can use it as the switch box.
Cool.
And you only need to use one HDMI to your TV or your monitor.
Good.
What are you eating?
Macaroni and cheese with hot dogs in it.
Ho, 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 ho.
Paige made it.
Sounds good.
Yeah, I'd eat something. Yeah, I'm gonna hook that up after we're done talking.
Yeah. So it's a great device.
Later.
So when the new consoles come out,
Yep.
they both are going to have the ability to upload videos to YouTube. So we're going to have as if there wasn't enough, video game, YouTube videos out there. It's going to be like exponentially growing.
Quality's going to be poor.
Well, it's not going to be as good as if you have an external card.
No, if you don't have something like an Elgato, you're not gonna be impressed with it. If you got something like we got, you're not gonna be impressed with what you get off of that.
Yeah, you're not going to be able to edit it into nice, tidy little neat packages here. So now it's about time to plug our YouTube channel. You're watching Bulletproof Underwear, episode 51 on Bulletproof Underwear. Subscribe, motherfuckers.
Subscribe.
Yeah, click that subscribe button so you don't have to miss episode 52. You don't want to miss that.
Put it right down there.
And of course,
right there.
Now it's time to plug our own independent YouTube channels. I'm Believe What, username Believe What, and I post this and that and the other thing.
And I am XZFlexZX, and I post this, that, and the other thing.
And these will all be in links in the description. And, of course, follow both of us on Twitter. Believe what?
And at XZFlexZX.
That is right. So,
or Twitch at twitch.tv.xzflexzx.
All right, and believe what? Yeah, we got it all, baby. We got it all. I'm not on Facebook though. I don't dick around with Facebook.
We got all the social media.
I wonder when they're going to put up anti-social media.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Pretty soon.
It's like Facebook for the misanthrope. Anti-social media. Antisocial personality disorder.
Where you don't leave any messages about your drama in your life or anything like that. It's all like pictures and lollipops and moon pies and
moon pies. I like moon pies.
Moon pies and lollipops and.
Are you gonna sing?
No, I'm not gonna sing. My voice doesn't.
Fuck it, thank God.
My voice doesn't do that.
All right. So let's talk about the big one, the episode 52, which will be 1 full year of these goddamn things.
A year, and if you watch them, many of them have original guests. We had some people came back a few times and visited us, which was nice of them.
Yeah, we've got a few friends of the show who we could always rely on to pop in and stuff. A bunch of folks that people were really, really curious about, and they got a chance to satisfy their curiosity. If that's the government,
It's
loud.
There we go. How's that?
There you go. That's just the NSA, trying to.
Yeah, it is.
Get a better connection. They're having trouble hearing just what you're saying.
Yeah, they're not.
Stop mumbling.
They're not hearing us as well on Skype as they want to, so they wanted to get me on the phone.
So yeah, whatever you do, don't talk about any Syrian plots or anything like that, man.
Oh God, no.
So episode 51, we're planning on having a big one,
and it's going to be an awesome, awesome show. We are going to do. Should we tell them what we're going to do?
Yeah, go ahead and tell them, Flex.
We're going to go ahead and have as many folks on as we can in a group room because we think we can get 9 or 11 people in
big room as possible.
And we're going to do a few choice select movie scenes, and we're going to act them out using us as our people as voice characters.
That's right. We're going to have dramatic readings.
It's going to be really cool.
It's like we're gonna pick iconic scenes from the movies, and we're gonna have everybody check out the script, and it's like Flex will be like the heroine, the hot chick or something like that,
Don't you love the smell of napalm in the morning? Have a brew, don't cost nothing.
I can't let you do that, Dave. Anyway, just stay tuned.
It's gonna be awesome. Awesome.
If you thought the episode 40 Dirty Joke-a-thon was good, this is definitely going to top that.
Yep. It's going to be much better.
Yeah. So, all right. So, what else is... what else? Oh, let's talk about a recap. Our most recent guest was episode 50, Aaron, the Irish Shark 42.
Yep.
Aaron is that really great young guy. He's 16 years old. He lives in Oregon, and he's got cancer. He's got leukemia. And anyway, he's become a friend of ours and a new member of Sub 1. And he is going to be on a live stream with Ozymandias and Drifter. The Drifter, the guy who does the in-depth stuff. He's a pretty kind of sort of famous YouTube dude.
He gets like thousands of views. We get like tens of views.
Yeah, I think Drifter's got like 400,000 subscribers or something like that. Anyway, Irish Shark is going to get to be on with him, and that's pretty cool.
Yeah, so
make sure apparently
watch it.
Yeah, watch episode 50, and we'll comment, on how that went, and who knows, we might even steal a little clip of it or something. But Yeah, it's kind of cool to think that Drifter actually checked out episode 50 of BPU. That's that makes me stoked.
Yeah.
Not
checked out a couple
against Ozymandias. You're a big star too. You are. You know you are.
Checked out a couple knuckleheads like us. I take that as a honor. He took the time to watch our show.
That's right. So anyway, what are you up to these days, Flex?
I'm eagerly awaiting the release of my new PS4 that I'm getting in November because I pre-ordered a PS4, and then I'm going to follow it up with a X-Bone for Christmas.
I gotcha.
So,
I didn't pre-order anything yet, because first of all, I'm looking at the launch titles. I looked it up on Google, I want to know all the launch titles that are going to come with the Xbox One, all the launch titles that are going to come with the PlayStation 4. And, there's some good games. There's some definitely good games there, but, as far as like absolute must-have the second they become available.
You don't think so?
It's like, I think I'm not, it's like, it's like if I end up playing just on my current gen consoles for a little while, it wouldn't kill me. It would not be the end of the world.
Yeah. I'm getting Ghosts for the Xbox.
Cool.
But I'm getting Ghosts and Battlefield for the PS4 too.
Well, I'm going to get them both. I'm just, not entirely sure which systems.
Yeah.
It's so fucking confusing at this point,
It is pretty muddled right now. I mean, but the problem is I like dealing with I like dealing with my local guys at my local GameStop, so that's where I went to get mine, because I like dealing with them guys. So, a lot of people like, get them on the internet, like getting them off the internet and stuff, and you do. Yeah. And in all fairness, you can save a few bucks, and usually they get there the same day as everybody else gets theirs. It
actually occasionally happens that you'll get like you'll get it the day before. Yeah, you might even get it the day before.
I remember when Ozzy's album came out, his last CD came out, we got it like a week before it was supposed to come out.
See, there you go. There's something to be said for online.
Yeah.
But, if it's something that you really care about, there's just nothing more fun than going to the midnight release. It's just it's just fun. It's a hassle. It's annoying.
It's a stoked environment, though.
But it is stoked. You're excited. I don't know. It's a chance to be like a stupid-ass kid. You're here with grown men.
I am a stupid-ass kid. Talk about.
But, there's just like you're waiting in line like everybody else, and you're all like in a good mood, Well, I guess it depends on how long you've been waiting in line.
Yeah. I don't really worry about it. My GameStop goes through so fast. It's like you can be at the back of the line and be through. And last year, let's see, Black Ops 2, it was two football fields long worth of people.
Yeah, it's pretty long.
They sold 20 care packages and like I want to say 200 or 300 of the hardened edition or whatever it was.
How many total versions of the game did they move?
That night they moved like 800 copies between the three systems, or two systems, I mean.
Yeah, that's pretty impressive.
The three versions and the two systems, they ran through that many copies. So
yeah, actually three. There was a Wii U. They had it on the Wii U.
Was it on the Wii U? I didn't know.
Yeah. I've seen gameplay on YouTube from people playing it on the Wii U. It looks exactly the same. You can't tell a bit of difference.
Huh.
Not like the old Wii. It was a stripped down game with worse graphics.
Yeah. Now on the Wii U, it's got current generation graphics and capabilities, so
it looks exactly the same. It doesn't look any different.
What are they gonna do when?
But they don't get DLC. They don't get DLC because there's no hard drive.
Right. And what do they do when Call of Duty moves on? They ain't gonna get it.
Probably not. Well, you know what? That's not true. If they're still gonna release it on the PlayStation 3 and the Xbox 360, and if they can release it to those systems, I'll bet they can release it to the Wii U.
Yeah, probably just port it.
It'll be on par. It won't be on par with the next gen games. It'll be on par with the older gen games. Anna's getting antsy.
She's getting antsy, isn't she?
Yeah, she is.
Well, we can wrap it up. We didn't need to have a long show for this one because the next one's going to be fucking huge, man.
Yes!
Biggest show ever.
It is indeed. It is
All
indeed. And we're hoping to get we're hoping to get a guest named Mandy Button on here pretty
Got
soon.
my
here,
skull T-shirt. I got my ghost skull T-shirt from the internet already.
And I got my usual pocket tee that holds my cigs.
There you go.
They got a pocket. All right.
This has been the Flexinator.
And I've been Yam Juice, and this has been good old Bulletproof Underwear, episode number 51. Yeah!
Baby 51.
So everybody, stay tuned next week for the big one.
The big one.
Nothing left but just to do this. Ah! Woo.
All right.
I felt that one deep.
You did,
deep down. It touched something.
It touched something.
All right, Flex.
Well, have a good vacation.
Oh yeah, we will. And it's like I'm going to bring my camera. If we have anything interesting happen, I will show you some pictures.
All right. Have fun. See ya.
All right.